Kind of want more sugar. Do I want more sugar? I don't know. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Oh my god. I am recovering from a sickness. We are all like recovering from the flu. It's a gloomy, rainy day, so it's gonna be a lazy, slow day. I know I sound like a frog right now because I'm still kind of sick. If you know, like when you're coming off of it and your body is like slowly healing, you still just sound crazy and feel still not right. That's where I'm at. So last Monday, the flu came to visit, and by that I mean Julian brought the flu home from I'm guessing school. So basically the whole week last week, we were all sick. Vince was really bad. For me, it's just been really weird because like I didn't get a fever. I didn't get all of the symptoms in the way that everyone else did. Like a normal flu. It was like I had a couple symptoms and then started feeling a little better, and then a couple more symptoms came and then got better and then more symptoms. Like yesterday I had like the chills and like some body aches, but still no fever. But I'm just dealing with like, I don't know, like nasally stuff. Juliana, like a couple days ago, suddenly started getting a fever. She didn't have a fever the whole time, started getting a fever. That's where we're at today. I'm gonna take it slow because I'm still not feeling well. But since we were sick all last week, the house got a little, I mean, it's not bad. We actually did pretty well with it, but I do need to do some things that I just haven't gotten a chance to do yet. Just some minor cleaning around the house. So I'm gonna drink my coffee and then I'm gonna just kind of slowly start tackling small things and see where I get, and I'll take you guys along with me. I'm gonna start over here in her play corner just because it's the easiest to start with. So we're gonna start straightening this up a little bit. So I realized not too long ago, it's been so hard since Halloween to get this child to want to eat real food, because since Halloween, obviously it wasn't that long ago, and she got all this candy that is like way too much for a 2-year-old. So we've just been like slowly giving him to her, like a couple pieces here and there. But now it's like all she wants. She doesn't want real food anymore. It's so frustrating because she's sick now and she needs to be eating healthy food, but all she wants to do is eat junk food. What's up? May I help you? Also, something I realized the other day, I mean, I've kind of like known for a while, but I even told Vince the other day, I was like, we need to have more fun. He was like, what do you mean? You don't think we have fun? And I'm like, no, we don't. We don't have fun. We have, I'm not saying like we don't have anything that brings us joy, like we don't have good things, but you know, like Juliana brings me joy, right? My son brings me joy when we, you know, like we laugh and that kind of stuff. But I was telling Vince, like what I mean is like we just don't actually have like fun, like real fun. We don't do fun things. And that needs to change because I'm starting to feel that. And we've definitely been in a little bit of a rut for a while. I definitely feel that we need a huge change, which we're hoping the move next year will give us an opportunity for that. Not just change, but a good change. And like this move is becoming more and more something that at least I really want, and I know Vince definitely really wants too, because we live in Northern Virginia. I'm a massage therapist. I'm a part-time massage therapist, and I stay at home part-time. What, baby? And Vince is a banker. I'm not gonna say what bank, but he's a banker. And to be fully honest, he hates it. And honestly, he has every right to. It's not a good place to work. The only reason why he's at that job is because that's what was available during the pandemic when he had to return to work and everything started opening back up and he had to find a job. That's what was available, and we really didn't have the luxury of being picky, so he took kind of the best option he could take at the time. At one point, it was a blessing. Now it's a curse because now the way his job is, it just has us in such a stuck place. With the bank hours, he's not out at like 5:30 like a traditional office job would be, like 5:30. I know people that leave at 4. It depends, right? So he's there from 8:30 to about 6:15. He gets home around 6:30. So whole day gone. And he works on Saturdays too, because the bank's open on Saturdays. It's a shorter day, but so it's like a half day, but still they're open on Saturdays. How things are going right now with my job and his job, it allows no room for not only any family time or activities, it just doesn't allow any flexibility in our life right now because he works full time. I work 3 days a week, and when he's at work, which is all day, I'm here with the kids. When I'm at work, which is Wednesdays, I work in the morning. Wednesday is one of his days off. So he will be home with the kids while I work. And then Saturdays, I also work. So when he comes back from work, I immediately leave and go to work. Then Sundays I work, and Sundays are a day off because the bank is closed. To add on to that, we have one car. So when he's at work, I'm stuck at home. And I don't often take the car because I can drop him off in the mornings, but oftentimes I don't because when he gets out of work is the most inconvenient time. When he gets out of work, I'm in the midst of making dinner because gotta feed us. So someone has to make dinner. That lands on me. So Juliana's starting to get crankier and more rowdy because it's getting closer to her bedtime. It's the end of the day. She's tired. I'm tired. And it just turns into a little bit of a pain having to stop what I'm doing wherever I am in the process of making dinner and then load her into the car and then go pick him up and then come back and continue making dinner. And it's just all such a rushed thing because he gets home so close, right at dinner time and so close to Juliana's bedtime. It's just, it's a crap show. The whole evening oftentimes is a total crap show. Everything's rushed and it's not relaxing. So basically I don't take the car often because number one, I have nowhere to go. Now that it's getting cold, where am I gonna go? I'm not gonna be taking Juliana to the park as much now that it's becoming winter because it's too cold and she doesn't want to be out there. Two, anything I can do indoors, it's gonna cost money, and I'll get into finances in a second, but not trying to spend money. So it's what do I have to do? Nothing. So it's just easier if he takes the car. So that's one aspect of it, is just basically there's no freedom because when one person has the car, the other person is stranded. I will get to you in a second. What do you want? I'll give you water. You keep drinking all the water. You drink it too fast. So I do meditate and I read and I have YouTube. So I have some things in my life that I do that bring me joy and give me some sense of fun, but it's not the same kind of fun that I'm talking about. Yeah, those things are great and those are ways to relax, but there's honestly, no real excitement anymore. There's no real excitement in life right now. So basically, I feel like we're in a rut because it's just, our life has become a little too on autopilot. And that is when, at least for me, I start to feel not right. And then financially, it's been really hard because honestly, things are just getting more expensive. Even our mortgage went up by $100 recently for whatever reason. Not having a second car has been a huge hindrance, but we can't really afford one right now. And it's just, there's just no quality of life when all you're doing is working. and pinching pennies, and there's no freedom in that. And so we just need to change. If the hours that he was working was worth it financially, he would probably be more content. But where he works just basically works him to the bone. Like, he's one of the only guys there in a branch full of females who depend on him to do things that are not his job. Then his actual job is stressful because as far as I understand, management there is not very good. My battery died, so I had to deal with that. But anyway, after dinner, immediately have to put Juliana to bed. And then after that, we're so tired, so exhausted. We just literally go pretty much right upstairs. Vince has like no energy at the end of the day. And so that's why we need a change, because this is just not gonna work. We're in this vicious cycle that doesn't really allow us to have much of a life at this point as a family, or even individually with our own interests. Basically, we're just seeing what happens next year when we put the house up for sale and we start taking the steps to move, because really that's moving is really our only option right now. Even though we wanted to move anyway to be by his family, we're kind of naturally being pushed out anyway. I've never been into human beings justifying working 8+ hours, 40+ hours a week to enjoy this much time of actual real life. When are we gonna come to realize that's stupid? And then people try to tell you, well, just work really hard through your 20s, 30s, and 40s, and then when it's time to retire, then you can enjoy life. That's so dumb. Like 20s, 30s, 40s, just give it away, and then the last few years of your life, maybe you can enjoy it. Okay, whatever. You wanna draw?
Yeah.
All right, we have to get you a marker or a crayon or something. So I'm gonna get off my soapbox here, but yeah, so basically we are in a rut and we gotta get out of it. And so we are hoping things work out next year. So just someone knock on wood somewhere. If you have wood around you, knock on wood for us, please. So I apologize in advance. It's not the best lighting. It's the darkest room in the house because we have Juliana's blackout curtains up. I got some cleaning I gotta do in here. I want to wash her sheets because she's been sick all week and they need to be changed. And I was too lazy to switch out the diaper pail thing, so I've been throwing it on the side of it. Do not suggest that. Juliana now has a toddler bed. We switched over to that like right when we got back from Indiana for the wedding. I really thought she would embrace it a little bit more than she did. She was excited when we opened it and set it up, but then that night it was a lot of screaming and crying, her trying to run out of the room. She kept opening the door and coming out. Like, it took a long time, several hours to settle her down that first night. It was not good. The next night I decided, so this was actually turned around where she was facing the door, but I had the idea to switch the bed around to where she's facing the wall, because that's how she would sleep in her crib. She would like have her head here. She didn't like sleeping on that side for some reason. She wanted to sleep on this side. So she would be facing the wall. So I figured that maybe the issue was that, I mean, not only was it new and not having her crib, but that she was facing the door, so that it just looked like a big empty room to her. And then she would watch us leave the room. So it was like she was like seeing us like abandon her, basically. So I felt like maybe that's what was scaring her. So I switched it around, and then the next day she did a lot better, and then now she's good. Desperately need a new tripod because this one is broken pretty much. Alright, so I took a little bit of a break for a little while to do my, put Juliana down and then do my meditation and practice some Reiki, which, by the way, this past Saturday completed my Reiki 2 training. It was like an all-day class, like a full 8-hour virtual class, but it was actually a lot of fun. I definitely enjoyed this one. This group of people that I did the class with more than my last one. I mean, they were all great, all really nice, but it was just a better connection this time. And it was a lot of fun. So today I just received my Reiki 2 certificate in my, she emailed it. So I got to print it and like frame it or something and make it look pretty. So I just have one more Reiki training class to do, which is the advanced Reiki, and then I will be what they call a Reiki master. So I'll be like the highest level of Reiki healing. It'll probably be a couple months before I take like the final class. And in that time, my job is really to just practice, like really master it. And really all that means is just practicing and just having the confidence to know that it works. And so in the meantime, I'm gonna like get some people to volunteer who I can practice on. I already have like some friends and like family I can do it on, but just to practice the distance healing. Oh, which I didn't even mention, the second class, the Reiki 2 level, is you learn what's called the Reiki sacred symbols that allow you to do a couple different things, but one of the biggest things that was new in this class was learning how to do distance Reiki, which in a traditional Reiki setting, you would have your client in the room with you on a table and it's like one-on-one like that. But with distance Reiki, you basically are not in the room with that person. They are wherever they are. They're at their house or wherever they are, and you are doing the session and sending the Reiki to them from a completely different location. So that's what it is. So now I know how to do that, and we practiced in class on each other just to see, how good we were at it. Mine went very, very well. I'm pretty confident, and even my teacher has told me several times that I'm very good at it. I'm just good at it. So I need to practice more, and then at some point, once I'm a Reiki master, I will be incorporating that into my massage practice and charging for it as part of my healing work. So very exciting. I look like I'm crying because my contacts are like really bugging me, so I'm gonna take them out. The lighting has gotten even crappier because I had to turn the kitchen lights on, and now I'm all orange. It's like almost 3:30. It's a little after 3:30. Juliana is actually still down for her nap because she went down a little bit later because she woke up this morning a little bit later than usual since she's been sick. She like slept in. And when she's sick, I do let her naps go a little bit longer because her body needs the extra rest to heal. So I'm not like a big stickler on that. I'll get her up in about 20 minutes or so she doesn't sleep past the 3-hour mark. And that way she should still be good for bedtime tonight. And I'm pretty much done with cleaning for today. Got my to-do list done. All I have to do is vacuum the hallway upstairs, and then pretty much done. So I think I'm gonna end the vlog here because I'm just gonna prep the chicken for dinner. My voice is just sounding crazy, so I'm like sick of talking. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this little cleaning, ranting vlog, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye guys.